Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
Ethereum, we did have $3,000 Ethereum. As a person who holds like all altcoins and doesn't hold Bitcoin, I love to see Ethereum doing well. Obviously we've fallen off a cliff here a little bit. We peaked out at $3,052. We like to see that. Zooming out to all of the altcoins, Gala Games. Gala Gaming is pumping right here. So my thoughts on Gala, I am extremely bullish, but a lot of this wealth creation has already happened, dude. Going from 0.006, okay, literally at the start of the year in 2021 to 75 cents. Literally millionaires, so many millionaires were created from Gala, right? So the millionaire creation has kind of already happened, but dollar cost averaging in at 20 cents, you know, could pay off. But this is from here to here is like 100x, man. So we've also got Helium, T-Fuel. I'm bullish on T-Fuel and Theta. I don't hold any, but I'm pretty bullish on them. We've got Quant. Let's talk about Quant. I posted in my Telegram group. If you're not in there, make sure you join. The link is above and in the description. I posted that I sold some Quant for the first time ever. I sold some Quant at $137. $137. Now, if we go on the 12-hour chart, right, the reason I did this is I see this momentum wave coming down or making the flat top, and this momentum wave is probably going to slowly come down here, okay? So why would I not sell it? Like, I bought some Quant at like $50 or $100, I think. I bought some more Quant at $100. So I just thought, like, okay, and by the way, I sold the top here. Like, I could have had limit orders like placed at $145, and that would have been way better. But the biggest candle close we had was 137, and I sold at 137. So this looks like it's coming down a little bit. I'm still bullish, obviously, but it looks like we couldn't get past that $150 resistance. XRP 65 cents. Loving the gains on this. Guess what? One thing I know for sure is the FOMO. FOMO means fear of missing out on XRP will be crazy, okay? I cannot wait to hear this question again. Mason, is it still a good time to buy XRP? Guess what? When this was happening, hold on, let's go to all. When this was happening in April, or January, February, March and April, okay? When we were going to $1.45, like $1.80 at the all-time high, right? Dude, my comments and my DMs on Instagram and Twitter were filled with, Mason, do you think it's a good time to buy still? Can I still buy still? Like, all of these days right here, from like March 29, right, to April, even over here, April 4th or May. Like, it was just like, Mason, is it still a good time to buy? So I can't wait until I see that question again. It will happen. XRP will be legendary in some way. This is going to make a massive impact, in my opinion. I know yesterday I showed the competition to XRP. A lot of people were pissed off about that. Why? You can't objectively look at your dang investment, bro? Why is there one fintech startup in all of the United States that's not Ripple that has a Federal Reserve Master account? Why? Tell me. Nobody can answer. Why isn't that Ripple? Right? Because Ripple's going to be either competition or it's going to be one of the payment systems that's integrated beside Swift, beside, what were the other ones? I forget, ACH and all of those. Now, moving on, Métis DAO, okay? Métis DAO is pumping back up. I like to see this slow rise back up here. It looks like we're good. Like, we just set our own resistance here at like on the 7-day chart at like 145. I'm still farming this, right? If we go to my net swap farm, I showed y'all all how to do this before. Hold on, I will have to connect my wallet here. I do want to show you this though, because it's been stacking up and it just looks very cool to see how much money I got stacking up in there. Let's look at it right here. Boom. I got $107 ready to harvest, and that's just because I haven't added any Métis to pay for the dang gas. My Métis, I drained my Métis out, so I have to add a little bit of Métis. Now, moving on, we have this video right here, okay? J Crypto posted this, and basically this is me hating on Hex and calling Hex a scam. And then if you watch this, I'll put the link to this in the description. If you don't know where those are, right, you can go down to any of my videos descriptions. And oh my goodness, Mason officially has a KFC router. I bought my Wi-Fi at KFC. Oh my goodness, KFC router here. Go down here, right? You can go down here and all the links to everything. So you guys can watch this. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but basically I'm giving some praise to Richard Hart and saying that I look at Hex as just a social experiment. I like to observe it. But one thing I do want to say, by the way, Richard saw this, which is dope. I like how Richard saw that. He said, nice. And some people are surprised that I'm able to just sit and observe Hex. But dude, I feel like that's okay. Because the one thing I did do, and I did something very naughty, folks. I did something very naughty. I sacrificed some extra Ethereum. This is a big disclaimer. I had random Ethereum that I found, some extra Ethereum, not that much, like not a crazy amount. And I said, why don't I just do this? Why don't I just sacrifice and throw this Ethereum? I thought of it as a casino. Like you know, when you go to a casino, you have to pretend like the money's already lost, basically. And then you bring an amount of money corresponding to that. I did this. I just sacrificed it, man. So I said that right here under the video. Obviously, I have huge respect for Richard Hart, right? Absolute GOAT, smarter than me on all crypto levels, right? I denied, somebody asked me to do a one-on-one. Just watch this video. You should watch this video. But yes, he is just trying to do something crazy, and it pisses a lot of people off because it's so crazy and it's working. So by no means am I telling you to do this. In fact, I'm telling you to not do this, right? Unless you want to go to the casino. But I went to the casino and I put some ETH in here. Just see what happens, like a social experiment, but this time I'm participating. Now, moving on, we have this crazy stuff. Okay, so the GoFundMe for the Freedom Convoy in Canada was accepting donations. They got $9 million, okay? $9 million is a lot for something like this. Now, the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, apparently has been coercing GoFundMe, the company, to freeze these donations. That is insanity. That is messed up. That is messed up. And what this person is saying here, Marty Bent, is saying that this is why we need Bitcoin. And I agree. I agree. With Bitcoin, you can fund a lot of stuff. You can fund an entire donation thing. There's no middleman. There's no fees even that are taken from GoFundMe. There's nobody that can freeze your funds. This is they're literally creating the case for Bitcoin right before our eyes. And by the way, obviously, this is not just Bitcoin, right? This should say they're making the case for crypto right before our eyes, but this is coming from a very a Bitcoin maxi, I believe. But this is the case. This is the case, okay? GoFundMe can't be doing that, bro. We can't have those centralized companies. Moving on, America Competes Act passes the House without the disastrous provision on crypto. There was originally a provision included in the bill that had critics saying that the Treasury Secretary would not have had limits on surveilling crypto firms suspected of illicit transactions, nor open the matter to include public feedback. Okay, so this has got through without the disastrous crypto part. And we see Congressman Ted Budd. I just saw a post. Didn't I see a post of him and Hester Pierce here? Yes, I did. I remember this. Hester Pierce and Ted Budd. These people both seem to have brains. Gary Gensler, he does not have a brain in crypto. Unless he goes with what Hester Pierce has been saying, which I really like, which is the safe harbor rule. Now, this is amazing. He says, I've submitted an amendment to fix this massive mistake, right? America competes. We covered this before. Moving on, we have Jack Dorsey on UBI. I retweeted the Twitter Spaces. I was in there with Jack Dorsey and all of them, the Twitter Spaces, and he was talking about UBI, Universal Basic Income, with Bitcoin. What? I never thought I would ever see these two things in the same sentence. Bitcoin and UBI. Universal basic income, to me, in my limited understanding of it, seems like some New World Order stuff. That seems like some New World Order stuff. That seems like all the jobs got replaced with AI and robots, and now you just want to, make everybody reliant on the government and hand out basic income. Now, there is benefits, and I want to give a shout out to Arika Rhodes. She was giving some very good insight on, she's a congressional candidate in the US. She was given some very good insight on the positives of UBI. And apparently Dorsey said we're about to test a UBI-like concept with Bitcoin. When you have something like Lightning Network where you can transact at very low fees, it's a benefit for everybody. This was super interesting. It was a good talk. Moving on, we have the Flare CEO updating us on the Flare airdrop. He says, for all of those asking where their Flare is, we're upgrading Songbird before the end of March 2022. Wow. With the final 2 protocols required before the Flare launch, this will then allow us to proceed to the Flare launch. A full roadmap to the Flare launch will be released in the coming weeks. I'm looking forward to that. We have Zuckerberg. Telling the Meta employees to zero in on video because they're up against an unprecedented level of competition from TikTok. Facts. And you're gonna lose, Facebook. You're gonna lose, Meta. You're gonna lose, Zuckerberg. Reptile leader overlord. Robot. You're gonna lose, buddy. It's China's time. It's TikTok. TikTok is gonna win. I can predict it right now. So yes, start urging your employees to do better, bro. Moving on, Blockworks. Last thing we're covering, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia will invest $1 billion in the metaverse. Okay? Very insane. $1 billion. I don't know where they got this. Blockworks does not like to provide any links in the comments. Like, okay, did somebody tell you this? Some homeless man on the street told you that Saudi Arabia is going to invest $1 billion? Like, where's the context here? I don't even know.
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below, and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.